Okay, hobbyking. You asked me to make this video to show you what issues I'm having with the ifly 4. This is version Dragon 777. You'll be able to look at your records and know who I am when I send you this. Here's the issues. I have this plugged into the computer with the USB cord there. As you can see, the computer is responding to it, so it talks to it that way, and that's great. What I have is the Orange RX 8-channel long range, long antenna receiver with a satellite. That is properly hooked up. Also, so you know, I have tested it with the Spectrum AR6200, which is a very high quality receiver. I believe the problem's in that guy right there, and I've watched every video on setup. I've gone through the manuals. I'm not the only one who's had issues with this machine. The internet is full of negative content about this particular machine. Had I known that when I bought it, I may have went another direction. My plan is to make this a FPV platform. If I can get this thing going, I would have this video to you sooner. I would have contacted you sooner, but this guy here, my computer, kind of fried out right after I got this, and I need this to set up this. So I understand that time was an issue, and I apologize for that. But moving forward, we can see on the screen this is responding to the movement of the quad, and that's just a positive sign from the word go. What I'm going to do, I'm sorry, I'm trying to do things left and right handed that I ordinarily wouldn't do, is I'm going to get my DX6i going, which is previously bound to that particular receiver. This is my DX6i. You can see, got it for the ifly 4. And now the receiver isn't lighting up at all. I'm going to check on something with that. That shouldn't be the case. I'm going to disconnect the battery, and I'm going to disconnect the USB, because for some reason that was lighting up prior to this, and now it's not lighting up at all, which I find to be very strange and troubling. I wonder how I deal with that. So what I'm going to do, maybe set this down. Wish I had a better spot to set it so we could kind of see what's going on here. Might as well get out my bind plug. For some reason that's not lighting up, and the last time I did this it was. So I'll get the bind plug going here. And that is not powering up at all anymore, which might, that could be a pretty bad deal, because this video isn't going to mean crap if things keep changing on me. That was lighting up. I'm going to try a little something different here. Unplug it from there and get it plugged into the battery. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to rebind this to my DX6i and you'll be able to see that it binds. You see the motion there in the light, and it goes solid, and we're bound. Okay, so this might be somewhat helpful. So what we're going to do, now that you can see that that's bound, I'll just shut the transmitter off right now, and you'll see the change in the light to show that it's bound. See? Off, and the light goes off. Here comes the DX6, and you see it's on standby with the blinking light. Now turn the DX6i on, and you'll see that light goes solid and recognizes that it's bound. So we have that. Now I'm going to plug this back in and show that we're still it's still recognizing its movement, and that's what it should do. So everything's groovy there. The computer can talk to it. My DX6i talks to the receiver. You can see that. Once again, light on, and it's on standby. I'm going to turn the DX6i off. Let's see if I can get both of these things in one frame here. It's kind of tight. But DX6i off, receiver off, and then it goes in standby mode. DX6i on, and it's receiving. The receiver is acting properly. Now, we go back to the computer and we go to joystick. This is where you do the calibration. Now, here's where the issue rears its ugly head. I have no response on this screen from the DX6i. I should have sliders moving everywhere. I should be able to calibrate all my sticks. I have nothing. No switches, no nothing. Cannot get somewhere between this receiver, which is talking to my DX6i perfectly, somewhere between here, and I have these all hooked up properly. You can trust me on that. I've also hooked up this guy. This one's even more expensive. I have no idea why. And just so you know, I got this from you guys with this order, and this is a separate receiver I pulled right out of the box. Also a high quality receiver. I just wanted the long range with the antennas and the satellite. So somewhere between that receiver and this flight controller, they're not having the discussion that they need to be having. The computer can talk to it. You can see that even if I unplug the battery here, the computer's still talking to it with the lights. And we'll go back to the status, and it's talking to it here, but it's not recognizing any of the receivers I try with this. And I have tried a third receiver, which I know works. I've flown things with these receivers. Not this one. This is the one I got from you guys specifically for this machine because I wanted the range. This one I've flown with, and another one that I've flown, that is a Blade 400. I took the receiver out of that. I have flown that. None of these receivers seem to be talking to the flight controller, and without this machine running, I need to buy a Fat Shark teleporter kit from you guys. Was my next step, so I could go FPV with this machine. But I can't move forward until this issue is resolved because I have no flying platform. So far I like your service. I don't think this has anything to do with your particular company. I think this is an ifly 4 issue. But I mean, if something could be done to help me here, that would be great, because like I said, I plan on using your company for pretty much the rest of my flying equipment plus batteries. With that order, I also ordered 2 of these very nice batteries, but like I said, I can't use those without this machine. So I'm sitting on a lot of money here, with the potential to buy more products, and I can't do that until we get this squared away. So if there's anything you could do for me, that would be great. I mean, I'd appreciate it immensely. I got to get in the air. Now it's getting on winter time here in Wisconsin, USA. So I have a little bit of time to deal with this. But my whole summer kind of went down the tubes on account of this. And this thing's never seen the air. I mean, it's never left the ground. I have the canopy over here just so you know everything's mint. The box I have right under there. I have a lot of RC stuff laying around, but the box is right there, still in mint condition, just like everything else. You know, it's still got your label on it and everything. And you can go through your records and see that Then I made the order with the ifly 4, the 8-channel orange RX receiver, the 2 batteries. I think that's all I ordered in that particular order. But so before you consider blaming the receiver, that's the DX6i off. There's the DX6i on. It is responding to my transmitter, and that's a non-issue. I've tried that before too. So I don't know if you have to do something with the new flight controller, if there's anything I can do with a full return. I mean, I already paid the shipping. I don't like paying the shipping again, but in order to get something that works, or maybe just return it and put it towards a new another type quad. I'm not sure. The reviews on this particular ifly 4 is, it's scary. And being as it was such a new product when I ordered it, there wasn't a lot of content out there on feedback. And now when I go online, it's almost embarrassing. I don't know if I'd like to be the people down at IdeaFly right now. And I know one person who's had a great experience with it, kind of semi-personally, but it seems to be more miss than hit with this machine. Please help if there's anything you can do. I'll shoot this video either to you guys via email or upload it to YouTube and send you the link. One way or another, I appreciate your patience and anything you can do for me. So I'll close the video here and hopefully get this uploaded tonight and get a response from you guys as soon as possible. I appreciate it very much. Thank you, and till then.